The number in our life is distributed to sets. We start from small sets. It means the usual number we using in our life. Looks like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. These numbers is called natural numbers. Natural numbers, it means the number we usually used in our life. So natural number, we gave it symbol N. Can you see the whiteboard and the letters?
Yes, I can see it.
Okay. Natural numbers start from 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on to infinite. Okay? So the first set is natural number, and natural number is distributed to some sets. We have odd numbers and even numbers and prime numbers. Okay?
يلا أختي بدها تخش النهاردة.
Okay.
معايا أنا توأم.
From the same phone or another link?
Another link.
Okay.
Other phone. Yes.
Here.
No, you can keep on going.
Okay. So as I told you, we have natural number and it's distributed to 4 sets. Counting number, odd numbers, even numbers, and the prime numbers. Counting numbers, it means the number I'm using to count. When I told you, Ali, please start counting, you will start from? Can you tell me?
Start from 1.
1, excellent. So counting number, it means the numbers starting from 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Okay. Odd numbers. Odd numbers, it means any number can't divisible by 2. We can't divide it by 2. Looks like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. Okay? The inverse of odd number is even numbers. Even numbers starting from 0, 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. Prime number. The prime number is any number can only divided by 1 and itself. So prime number is any number can only divide by 1 and itself.
1 in itself.
Like starting from 2, 3, 5, 7, we can say 8 or 9 or 10, but say 11, 13, and so on. So I will repeat it again for your sister. Can you hear me?
Yes.
نعم.
Okay.
Yes.
First, we're starting from the set of numbers. The first set, we will speak about it. Natural number. Natural number is all the numbers starting from 0 and so on. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. And the natural number is distributing to 4 main sets. The first set is called counting number. Counting number is that the number we're using to count. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. Odd number. Odd number is any number cannot divided by 2, like 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and so on. After this, even numbers. Even number is any number can divide it by 2, like 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and so on. And we see here odd number is inverse of even numbers. Okay? The two sets are inverse. After this, prime number, and the prime number is any number can divide it only by 1 and itself. Sorry. Okay. This is the first set of numbers. Now we'll move to the second part of set of number. Set is bigger than natural number. It's called Z or integers. What is
Integers.
integer number? What is the set of integers numbers? The set of integers number is natural number, and we add all negative numbers. What is the meaning of negative numbers? Negative numbers, as we know in some American countries, when you ask about temperature, he told you the degree is 3 under 0 or 4 under 0 or 10, like this. It's called the negative numbers. Okay, so negative numbers is any number less than 0. So we have number less than 0. Natural number 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. But negative number, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, and so on. So now we have all the numbers. First positive and the second negative. But who can tell me 0 positive or negative?
It's nothing.
Positive.
Nothing. Not positive and not negative. Excellent. So integers numbers is positive numbers union negative numbers union the set of 0. Okay? Now we'll move to another set of. First, do you understand this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let's move to another. Sorry?
I have a question.
Okay, go on.
So let's come back to where we were first. What is the C again? This right here?
Counting number. Counting. Looks like
The counting number.
count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. It's called counting number. Okay?
Counting number. Okay.
Any other question?
No.
Okay. I'll bring another paper. Wait, please.
So the negative is always to the right and the positive is always to the left? No. The negative is always to the left.
Positive integers, and this is negative integers, and this is 0. If we add positive integers with negative integers with set of 0, we will have all integers. So integers is distributed to 3 sets. Okay?
نعم.
I wanted to clear this page. Wait, please. Okay. Now we'll move to another set of numbers. But before to take this set of numbers, we'll speak about fraction. Why we'll speak about fraction? Because fraction gave me many ways of numbers. First, the fraction is line and they have number up this line and the number down this line. Okay? This is called fraction. What is the meaning of fraction? A fraction is a part of a number. Part of a number. Looks like when I ask you how much money did you have, you'll tell me I have $3.50. Okay? Half, this is a fraction. Okay. This fraction can be written in another way. It's called decimal. It's called decimal. Okay? 2/3 or 2/3. It's 0.6 or 6/10. Yes, 6/10. I will explain everything about fraction. Okay, go Ali.
You teach me how to convert
Yes,
the
I will explain
fractions.
everything about fraction now. Okay, good question. First, fraction, as I told you, is formed from 3 parts. Number up and fraction line and the number down. Any number. Every part from a fraction have a name. Okay? The number up, it's called numerator.
Numerator.
And the number down, it's called denominator. Okay? And this line is called fraction line. We will using after this as a division. Okay? We will using this line as a division. This number is called numerator. Is represented the shaded part or using a part. Looks like this shape. If I shaded this 2 parts, I'm asking you, can you read this figure or write the fraction represents this figure? You will tell me 2/5. Can you tell me how to get this number?
Because you have one whole and you cut it into 5 pieces. You shade it too, so it's
Your
a
denominator
Shaded
is
two.
5.
So the shaded part represents the numerator.
Denominator. The number of boxes.
The numerator is a whole part or all parts. How many parts do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the denominator is all parts, but the numerator is only shaded part. Okay? After this, how to read and write fraction and how to convert fraction to decimal. First, start by how to read and write the fraction. To read the fraction, first, read the numerator as it is. If we have 2, we read it 2. 3, 3, 9, 9, and so on. So any number in the numerator, we read it as it is. But in the denominator, we read it after add THS. So 5, we read it 5s or 5ths. 6, we read it
6.
6s. 7,
7.
7s. Do you understand, Ali?
Yes, sir.
So your sister, what is your name?
Maryam.
Maryam. Do you understand, Maryam?
Yeah.
So any number in numerator, we read it as it is. but in the denominator we add THS, except we have a special case here. The special case, we found it in only two numbers in the denominator. If we have in the denominator 2 or 3, we can't add THS to number 2, but we read 2 in the denominator as have. So if you have 2 in the denominator, we read it have, but 3 we read it third. Okay?
Yes.
So we read 2 in the denominator as have, 3 third, but any number else we read it after add THS. Okay? Okay. Now we will move to another part, to how to convert the fraction. But first, I will ask everyone from you about a question about the fraction. Okay? Can you tell me, Ali, how to write a fraction? We read it 3/7.
3 out of 7?
3/7. Can you write it?
Do you want me to draw it or do you want me to write it on the line?
No, write it at a fraction, not a figure. Excellent, excellent, Ali. Mariam, can you write 1/3? Take your time. Excellent, excellent. Okay. Now let's move. Let's move to convert from fraction to decimal. But first, what is the decimal number? The decimal number is any fraction, its denominator is 10 or 100 or 1,000. Okay? The decimal is any number, its denominator is 10 or 100 or 1,000. Okay, let's take a fraction like this, 2, 10. Let's write it as a decimal. First, to change from fraction to decimal, we have some condition. The first condition is you should have 10 or 100 or 1,000 in the denominator. So the first condition, we have it, 10. Second step, write the numerator. Write the numerator. We write it, numerator. Then put the decimal point after the number of zeros in the denominator. How many zero in the denominator? How many zeros in denominator?
1.
1. So we will count from right, 1 step, and put decimal point. Okay? Then put here 0 as a whole number. So to convert from fraction to decimal, first, we should have in the denominator 10 or 100 or 1,000. Second, write the numerator. We write it. Count how many zeros in the denominator. How many zeros? We have only 1.
1.
We'll count. Go, Ali.
Huh?
Go. What do you want?
Nothing,
Your
nothing.
hand.
Nothing.
Okay. We'll count 1 step and put decimal point, then put 0 as a whole number. Okay. If we have 3 or 31 hundredths, how we can write it as a decimal? Okay, Ali, go.
Okay. So first you have to write the whole.
write a whole. Okay, but before to write a whole, we should have what?
That's we have to count the zeros.
We should have 10 or 100 or 1,000 in
the numerator, the denominator.
This is the important rule. Okay, then go on.
So you write 3, and then you have 2 zeros, so you put decimal.
Write 31.
Right?
31, not 3.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I forgot about this.
Here, wait something, Ali. You write it through, but you forget something. I told you we'll write the numerator. Yes, 31. Excellent. The number of zeros, we didn't write it. But we use the number of zero to count how many steps we need to put the decimal point. We have 2 zeros, so we will have 2 steps to put the decimal point. 1 step, 2 steps.
Oh.
Okay, do you understand it now?
Yes.
Like a standard.
Okay, both decimal and zero, only 1 0. Why? Because we should have a whole number. This is a decimal, so we should have whole number. Another one. 51 tenses. Can you find the result, Mariam?
Okay. 51
Be sure
that one
to
is
have in the denominator 10 or 100 or 1,000.
wait. This one.
No, leave it in the end. Okay?
Okay.
Take step by step. First, did the denominator is 10 or 100 or 1,000? Mariam, are you with me?
Yeah, but it won't let me move my screen.
Let's take step by step. Okay? Okay. Did we have in the denominator 10 or 100 or 1,000?
Yes.
Yes. So now I'm moving to the numerator. Write the numerator. Write the numerator. 51. How many zero in the denominator?
1.
So count how many steps to put the decimal point.
1.
1. From right to left, count 1 step.
Right
step.
there. Yeah.
And
1
put
step.
the decimal
Just
point. So the number is 5.1.
point 1.